Hello everyone, welcome to the GIG School Management System. My name is Mwezi Dickens and I'm here to show you how you can customize your report cards to make them look the way you want them to look like. So if you want to access the report cards, we use this tab. We have two report card versions which are completely customizable, version 1 and version 2. So this is how report card version 1 looks like, and this is how report card 2 looks like. They are almost similar, but they are slightly different, especially in the header and some few styling. We can customize these report cards to make them look differently according to how we want them to look like, and we use what we call the report card settings. So the report card settings, this is where we get the report card settings. Report card settings, they are here. You select the class for which you want to set the report cards, and these are the settings. We can decide to include activities of integration, or we can decide to hide them. We can show all the subjects, we can show positions, exam sets, we can sum up the sets, or we can customize our grading systems. We can change the table headers, we can change the appearance, the colors and the font size, and so on and so on and so on. So let's go to the report cards and we see how we can customize the report cards. The first thing that I want to show you is to show all the subjects on the report cards. So if you look at the current report card, it shows only a few subjects, those ones that have marks, or only those ones that the student offers. Let's say that the school teaches around 15 subjects. You might find that the student takes only 9 or 8 or even 10 of those subjects. So by default, the system will display only the subjects that the student offers or that the student has marks for, but we can change it so that the system will display all the subjects that the school teaches. So to show all the subjects, we shall come to the report card settings and we say show all subjects. We save, and then we go back to the report card settings and we refresh. So if we refresh, you see we now have some additional subjects, although they do not have marks, but they appear on the report card. This is somehow important if you want your parents to know all the subjects that you teach in a school. Then another setting that I want to show you is how to show the exam sets. If you look at the current report card, we are showing activities of integration. Let me demonstrate from this. We are showing the activities of integration, and then the average, the final exam, which is always out of 80. Then we get the out of 80 plus the out of 20 to get the 100. So this out of 80 comes from the exam sets, the exams that you did throughout the term, not the activities of integration. Let's say you did mid-term, end of term, and beginning of term. The system gets all those sets that you did throughout the term and obtains the average out of it, and then displays them as the final exam. However, you can change this. Let's say that you want your exam sets to show. You want the parents to know that you did 3 sets in the term. You can decide to display all the sets. So you come to the report card settings and you say show exam sets. So if we refresh now, we should be able to see the sets that we did throughout the term. These sets are added to the system and you can set them to be active or you can set them to be inactive. If they are inactive, it means they will not show on the report card. If they are active, it means they will show on the report card. Okay, another thing, the photos, as long as you upload photos in the system, they should be appearing here. I think I have one photo, so this is one. Even on this report card, this is how it looks like. Another thing that I want to show you is how to hide the activities of integration. You might decide to hide the activities of integration and you only show the exam sets. So for some reason, maybe your curriculum does not support activities of integration, or for any reason you might want to hide these. So you can come to the report card settings, you will hide the activities of integration. So if we refresh, the activities of integration should be no more. So they are now hidden. Another setting is to sum up the exam sets. You see, we are now using the average as the final exam, and then we use the total of the average and the AOI in case they are enabled as the total. So you might not want to use the average. Instead, you might want to sum up your sets. For instance, let's say you did your beginning of term, it was out of 30, and your end of term was out of 50, and so, or maybe your beginning of term was out of 40 and your end of term was out of 60, and you want to sum up those up to 100, or you want to sum them up with the out of 20. So you can do it depending on how you want to do it in your school. So we can sum them up. We can go to the sum settings and we say sum sets. If we refresh, this time we should have this one will not display because we have decided to use sum. Then this one, the one out of 100, will be the sum of this and this. However, because our exam sets are out of 80, the total will be beyond 100. So this means that if you were to use this setting, your exam sets should lie within the range. If this one was out of 30, the marks should be below 30 and below. If this one was out of 50, it should be 50 and below. Otherwise, it will go beyond 100. So because these ones are out of 80, we expect this one to be beyond, because we know the reason. So let's refresh. So as you can see, this one is now the sum of this and this. Let's turn it off. We can again include our activities of integration. Okay. Okay, So another thing is to show the student positions. You might want to display student positions on your report card. So we go to the settings, you say show student positions, and then you refresh to see if it has worked. So you see we now have student positions, and so the current student is the 12th out of 20 students. Another setting that we can do is to change the font size and the font color. So if you look at this report card, you see it is fitting on two pages, which is not good. So if we want it to fit on one page, then it means we have to change the font color, font size. So we go to the appearance and we reduce the font size to maybe 0.6, and we save the changes. So if we refresh now, our report card, the font size should decrease and the report card should now fit on one page. So you can see it is now okay. We can also change the font color. So to change the font color, you will come to the appearance tab, you will click on the color picker. I can choose this color and I brighten it, and then I save the settings. So if I save the settings and refresh, the color should now change. Good. Let's get back. If you want to reset the colors and the font size to the default ones, maybe you have decided to change the color, but the color you have failed to find a beautiful color, so you can reset to the default, and you can also reset this one to the default font size, and then you save the changes. So if you refresh here, we should get back to our normal font color and font size. Another setting is to edit the grading system. So this is the grading system. From 88 to 100 it is A, from 65 to 88 is B. We can edit it. This grading system is also reflected here in these marks, and it is also reflected here. All these descriptions we can edit them, the descriptors we can edit, and the grades, the grading scale. So to do that, now we shall use this report card tab, and we say grading system. So this is the system that we are using. All these descriptions will appear on the report card, and you can edit them, the descriptors, the grades, and the grading scale. You can edit from here, or you can add your own ranges. You can delete, you can do anything with the grading system. I'm not going to touch it, but you can edit it. Okay, another setting is the report card dates. The report card dates, these dates here, we can change them. If we come to the system and we look for report card dates. So you can change the term, the year, the opening date, the closing date, and the next term date. So the closing date and the next term date will appear on the report card. For example, I can decide to make this one 19th, and then I save. If if I refresh my report cards, the dates should now change. So it is now no longer 15th, it is 19th. You can also set the report card comments. For now we don't have comments set in our system, but we can do it. Can go to settings, we go to report card comments, then we keep on adding ranges. You add the range, the lower limit, the upper limit, the class teacher's comment here, the head teacher's comment here, and then you add. So that is it. Is there any setting that is left? So basically those are the main settings that you can do to the report card. We keep improving the report card based on client feedback. So if you are a new user to the system and you would like to do some customization for you, we can do it. Hope this video will help you. I wish you the best.